Hello once again. So we continue with the second part of introduction to AI. So I hope the first part was clear. Now we look at the challenges or AI challenges. As we said, AI brings both advantages and disadvantages, and as much as we enjoy the benefits or the good things that come out of AI, we cannot ignore the challenges that are associated with AI as well. So while artificial intelligence has made significant strides and has been integrated into various aspects of our lives, it also presents a set of challenges and concerns. So some of the key challenges associated with AI include the following: ethical concerns. So that is one of the main or biggest challenge that is around the use and development of AI. So when we say ethical challenges, it means ethics is defined as the study of right and wrong. So as human beings, we live we have our ways of defining what is right and what is wrong. And as I said, when we talk of AI, it is trying to mimic human behavior. So, as much as we have ethical concerns as physical human beings, we also have ethical concerns when it comes to AI. And it is even a bit challenging with AI because AI will just give what is hers, meaning that as I keep emphasizing on data, data, data. So AI will act or will respond according to the data that it has. So if the data that was used to train it has certain ethical issues, it means even the way the AI will behave will also have some certain ethical concerns. So some of the ethical concerns when it comes to AI is bias and fairness. So AI systems can inherit biases present in the data used to train them, leading to biased outcomes. Ensuring fairness and addressing biasness in AI models is a complex challenge. So, as I said, AI uses data. Data come from humans. So, if the data that is used to train the AI model is biased, then the AI would become biased. An example of biasness in AI could be, for instance, there are some models that were trained on HR, the HR applications that would show certain type of jobs to people. Maybe you have job advertisements, and now you have a pool of job advertisements, and you train the AI model to be able um, to share with people based on their behaviors. Now, there is one AI model that was used to share job advertisements, and later they realized that all technical works were given to men. They were never given to female. But now this is an example of biasness, which means jobs are supposed to be shown equally, unlike this is a male or a female. But in this case, all technical work were being shown to men because historically the data that was used to train the model had shown that such technical works were done by men. So the AI understood that maybe these are for men. So this we call it biasness, because with AI it is not supposed to be that way. It is supposed to show all the jobs to everyone. Like everyone has an equal chance of securing that particular job. So that is an example of biasness. Another example of biasness was also in facial recognition, where this AI model was trained to recognize people's faces, but then it it could not understand maybe the face of a black person, a black male, because it was being trained using faces of black of white men. So that is biasness. Another ethical concern is ethical decision making. So AI systems may encounter situations that require ethical decision making, and defining ethical guidelines for AI is an ongoing challenge. So sometimes when we make decisions, for instance, when I talked about AI being used in offering, maybe I said people use robots in attending clients in a restaurant for you to place an order. But maybe the assumption that has been placed here is that everybody who is coming to that restaurant can see. So imagine if this is a blind person wants to place a food order, and then a robot is coming to attend this person. It could be challenging. And if it was a human, someone would make an ethical decision based on that. You see, person is blind and they cannot see, so it means I cannot give them to read the menu. Maybe I have to tell them there is this and this and that for them to decide what they are going to eat. So as a human, you can make an ethical decision at that particular point. But as a robot, it is not easy. The robot is just trained, and it will just reproduce what it is trained to do. So that is also, there are also concerns when it comes to ethical decision making. So you can imagine if AI is being used to operate a person and there's an ethical decision to be made, it means AI cannot do that. So that is also one of the issues when it comes to ethical concerns. We also have transparency and explainability concern, where, as I said, in training AIs, we use models, algorithms. So someone is putting in the code, someone is writing the code for an AI to perform something. Now, we have cases where people are developing AI solutions and they are not transparent. They do not really share the code that they use, and they do not really explain what is happening at every stage. So I know you are now learning basics of programming, and you know that once you're writing the code, and then after writing that particular code, we always have a way of explaining it, or even other person who knows programming, when they come and look at the code, they can tell what this is. So we have challenges in transparency and explainability of AI codes. So black box problem. Some AI models, especially complex deep learning models, operate as black boxes, making it challenging to understand how they arrive at specific decisions. Lack of transparency raises concerns, especially in critical applications like healthcare and financial. So if you don't know what the code is doing, then that becomes a challenge, especially when it comes to healthcare or financial matters. So this is also one of the challenges when it comes to AI. Security concerns is another one. So vulnerability to attack. AI systems can be vulnerable to adversely attacks, where malicious attackers act as manipulate into data, manipulate input data to mislead the AI model output. So I think you understand the phrase you say, garbage in, garbage out. So the one who is developing the AI model is the one who knows how it is going to do, so how it's going to behave. So sometimes we are using these AI solutions, but we don't know what the developer has kept inside. So it is possible to have malicious attacks by manipulating the input. So the input that you're giving to the model, if it is designed in the way that it can attack the machine that is going to use it, then that is a challenge. But we also have transparency issues when it comes to security. So the use of AI is in data analysis and decision making that raises privacy concerns. Ensuring that sensitive information is handled responsible is crucial. So as we know, with AI, it is data, data, data. I have given an example of your data being collected as you use social media platforms, as you use, let's say, use YouTube channels. So this is also an ethical concern, because there's no privacy anymore, but we are not even sure if this sensitive information about you is being collected. how is it going to be used. So whenever we talk of AI, we always have the privacy issues as a concern, a very big concern. Job displacement and economic impact. So automation and job loss. So with the use of AI, I've been giving examples which vividly you see they are replacing human in some jobs. So the widespread adoption of AI in industries may lead to job displacement as certain tasks become automated. So preparing the workforce for changes and addressing potential unemployment are ongoing challenges. So gave an example of how robots are used in manufacturing industries, for instance, to organize the products or in the process flow. So these activities were initially done by human beings, which means they have been replaced. I've been talking of robots being used in operations, which means if you needed 10 people in the operating room, maybe now with the use of a robot, you only need 5 or 3. I've been talking of weather forecasting, and I talked about we usually have weather forecasting at the end of most news sessions. Now we only see a person there telling us, but performing all those calculations on and the weather predictions initially was done physically, but with human. You maybe needed 3 or 4. I don't know if it is meteorologist, I think they're called, to do that. But now with the use of AI, maybe you only need one. So that is an ongoing challenge when it comes to job displacements. But although this is a challenge, I would also wish to mention that AI is also bringing in new jobs. So just as when computer came in and we thought it was going to replace people, likewise AI is coming in. It is replacing people, but at the same time, it is creating new jobs. So it's seen in the NBA basketball example. So now we are talking of data scientists. Data scientists were not there before. Now we are talking of social media marketing. Social media marketing was not there before. So as much as there is displacement, but there is also new opportunities coming in. And I keep pushing you and I keep encouraging you to now learn these new opportunities that are being brought by AI. Because now we are in fourth industrial revolution. We are moving to the fifth industrial revolution, which is an advancement of what we have today. So we are not going back, we are going forward. But we also have economic inequalities. So the benefit of AI may not be evenly distributed, leading to increased economic inequality. So as you can see, people in the first world are now enjoying AI, and you can see they're even bringing it to us. They're even bringing products and services based on the data that we give them through what we do in our social media platforms. So it means economically they are gaining more. And also, I keep mentioning in class, most of us are consumers of content. For instance, when you go to YouTube, when you go to Instagram, we keep scrolling and watching what other people are doing. There are algorithms which are capturing users, and this result into economic gain for people who you are watching their contents. Now, so it means you are using your bundle, you are paying your 500, your 1000 to buy internet bundle, you are just browsing on someone's pages, they are making money. So they are taking money from you and they are giving it to these best people who are creating content that you are consuming. So this is bringing in economic inequality. So I would encourage you to start also producing contents and putting them online. For instance, if you've seen, I'm putting this session on YouTube, and it means people will watch this, not only you, but also other people who would like to learn about AI. And you never know, in future, I might get the ratings that give me income because other people are watching it, the content that I have produced. Regulatory and legal challenges. So currently, the world is working on standardizing AI. Before, everybody would do whatever they feel like doing, and there was really no control. It is still a work in progress. There are different acts and regulations. Some are still in draft. Some have started being in operation. But when it comes to the AI industry, we still lack proper regulations and legal guidelines. So lack of standardization, there is lack of standardized regulations and the guidelines for the development and deployment